Hello. So today's Toy Talks is Toy Talks, the story of Amanda. And y'all, this is by far one of my favorite Toy Talks. So I went back to listen to her story, and I've already posted it, but I have to add some more to the story. So let me set the scene. So, Aiden was born January 30th. So now Ava is 2 and Aiden is a newborn. My mother-in-law came to the hospital when Aiden was born, and I can't remember what he did. He looked up and he was looking around, and from the hospital bed, the day that Aiden was born, my mother-in-law said to me, "Latoya, you're going to have another baby. This boy is going to grow fast. He's moving out the way for another baby." On the same day he was born, she told me that. And I said, don't say that. So now Aiden was a scheduled C. Ava, I went into active labor and then she didn't come out. But Aiden, I'm scheduled. I have my C-section. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling nice, right? So of course you go for your 6-week checkup. Everything's looking great. And then I go for my checkup. I think it was my 3 or 4 month checkup. Now, you have to know this. So, of course, I'm plus size. I was plus size when I was pregnant. And when I found out I was pregnant with Ava, I lived in New Jersey and I was moving to Massachusetts. So I found my OB, Dr. Fine, Harvard Vanguard. She was awesome. I missed her because she was great. She ran all the tests and she said to me, "Latoya, your levels are supreme. I didn't have PCOS. I didn't have any of that stuff." She said, "You are not going to have any problems having children. You should remember that when you and your husband decide if you want to have more kids after Ava at the time, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, Dr. Fine, don't worry about it. I'm good. So now I have my 6-week checkup. I have my 3.5, 4 month checkup, right? She takes my blood work. She does everything. My doctor came back into the room. Y'all, she was hysterically, when I tell you hysterically laughing, she was cackling the way that I cackle. So I'm looking at her because I'm thinking it don't have nothing to do with me. She is like, "I cannot believe this. Oh my God." She says, "Latoya, you are pregnant." I literally turned around like this, y'all. Who in the hell is she talking to? I said, "Me?" She's like, "Latoya, you're already pregnant." Y'all, I was in shock. I started bawling like, "Are you serious? Are you sure?" She's like, "Latoya, you're pregnant." I'm like, "I don't know how this happened." She was like, "Latoya, you know how this happened?" So she gave me a slip to go down to the lab. Now, I'm in this hospital building, and I'm crying. Everyone is seeing me crying. I'm sitting at the lab. I am hysterical. I get on the phone. I call one of my line sisters, Saquana. "Saquana, you're never going to believe this. I'm pregnant." She started laughing, too. I said, "I don't know how this happened." She said, "Bitch, you know how this happened." I called another one of my licenses. I could not believe it. I called my mother I was shocked. I called my mother-in-law. She said, "Latoya, didn't I tell you?" I said, "Miss Edwards, you jinxed me. How did this happen?" That weekend, we went down to New York, and I went to see my father. Now, Chris and I are in a haze. We have a 2-year-old, a literal newborn baby, because remember, Aiden's born January 30th. My grandmother passed. We buried her, and we're still kind of reeling from that, life getting back to normal. I'm sitting in my father's living room. I look like death. Chris is sitting there. He looks like death. My father calls me over. He says, "Toya, come here. Let me talk to you." He said, "Are you and Chris okay? You both look really sad. Are you guys getting a divorce? Is everything okay?" And I looked at my father and I broke down and cried and said, "Dad, I'm pregnant." My father looked at me and said, "Didn't I tell y'all to stop drinking that Rianini?" And y'all wonder where I get it from. I said, "Dad, what?" He said, "Toya, didn't I tell y'all to stop celebrating Chris's birthday?" Because Chris's birthday is March 30th, and my kids are born January 9th, January 30th, and February 26th. So, y'all, when I tell you, I didn't know if I was coming or going, but Amanda was born. She was a Schedule C. February 26th. And here is my tip for moms. Don't be afraid to say you need help. I had a newborn, I had a 1-year-old literally, and a toddler. I didn't know if I was coming or going, and I needed help. Thank God for Miss Nellie, who was the best nanny in the world. Thank God for Katie, who was one of my good friends. Her son and Ava grew up together. She always made sure we had food. She always checked on me. Thank God for Kim and Tracy, 2 teachers at the kids' daycare. Kim made sure Ava was taken care of. If Ava needed anything, she got it. Tracy made sure Aiden was taken care of. And to this day, she asks how her son is doing. Those ladies helped me, and we raised the clones together because I was not afraid to say I needed help. I had a cleaning service. I did everything I could to make sure that I wasn't coming apart at the seams because, y'all, I had 3 kids under 3 and under. It was a lot. So that is my tip for new moms. Don't be afraid to say you need help. Now, if you do things a certain way, you let people know, hey, this is how I do things, but I need help. Do not burn yourself out. If you are suffering from postpartum, definitely get the help you need. By the grace of God, I didn't suffer from it, but definitely don't be afraid to say you need help. So, y'all, that is the story of Amanda. As you can see, the Edwards kids came into this world. They all have their story, but I believe they are all destined for great things. So that's all I came on to say, guys. Have a great, great day as always, and we'll talk again soon, guys.